Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rider Ramblings. Another wet day. This time we're not actually getting the weather from the UK. Looking at the UK weather, it seems that the Lake District and North Yorkshire are having some fun with some snow. Ours is coming from the west, from Finisterre, if you know your weather forecast for the maritime system, the shipping forecast, and we're going to have light rain like this until about 11:30, and then sort of showers, though unpleasant ones, I believe, after that. Thank you, sir. And supposed to be nearly dry for this afternoon and this evening, which I'll need as I'm out again this evening. So we'll just have to see how wet I get, though the temperature is going up at the moment. It's forecast to be heady heights of 9 degrees. That's the forecast, 9 degrees this afternoon. We'll have to see if that actually happens. Well, this looks like a bit of a bun fight, doesn't it? Anyhow, how's your week been? Did you have a good week? Let me know in the comments below. I haven't had a good week. I suffer badly from rhinoviruses. Should that be rhinoviri? I was always taught that the plural of virus was viri, but of course I'm now told that this is not so, it's viruses. So I suppose we better call them viruses. I always suffer very badly from them. I think that's because probably I didn't get that many when I was young. I did get some, but I didn't get that many. And so, consequently, when I get a cold or the flu, I get it very badly. And I do mean very badly. It's most annoying. I can do without it, because it is debilitating, and I spent Wednesday in bed. I was supposed to be out at an exhibition, a handicrafts and hobbies exhibition, on Wednesday, but I was feeling a lot better on Thursday, having spent the day in bed on Wednesday, so went out on Thursday, and I think I overdid it, because Friday I was definitely not very well. But the exhibition was good, actually. It's the first time they had a proper leather stall there, and they actually had, well, what I would call 2.5 leather stalls. One proper one, which is a leather shop supplier who, flashing blue lights, medical taxi. It's not an ambulance, that's a medical taxi. A leather supplier, and they had some things there, and it was useful having a look round, and in fact, I then went onto their website, and yeah, I spent hours on the website. I did, much too long, much too long. After which, as I say, there was another leather supplier there, but they were basically doing kits and patterns. They wanted you to buy a kit from them. I don't need kits. I have half a cow and quarter of a deer and a bit of a pig left. These are the skins. And various other bits and pieces. Actually, I could probably do with some more pigskin, thinking about it. I'm nearly out. Pigskin is excellent for lining because it's very, very thin. Your shoes, by the way, the lining in your shoes are usually pigskin. If you buy leather shoes, that's what they line the interior of shoes with. Yes, I think I've just alienated part of the community who have problems with pig products. Never mind. Anyhow, yes, so I have... And then there was a chappie who was making leather bags and selling kits to make the leather bags, and he was hand sewing them there. So he'd bought obviously the dies to cut out the leather with, and was selling that. It was quite interesting, actually. The one thing that there wasn't, which they really do need, is what I would call, well, you can't really call it an ironmonger's, but a hardware supplier. Because the hardware that they were selling was not very good. I mean, the quality was questionable. So, come on, Charlie. Thank you. The quality was questionable. But that's life. But anyhow, let's say this Deco Cure, which was the supplier who was there, was actually very good, and they seem to have some reasonably good quality hardware, so I shall be spending a bit more time there. I actually need to go into a place in Paris that reputedly sells good quality hardware, so I shall do that at some point, and see what they have, as my sister has asked me to make a crossbody bag for her, particular style and shape and so on. She showed me what she wants. Anyhow, so yes, it was quite a good fair, but unfortunately I overdid myself, and spent Friday and much of the weekend not doing a lot. Having said that, Saturday afternoon I was round at my girlfriend's daughter's apartment and putting together a bed head unit. Tête de Lit, it was called. Lit spelt L-I-T, as in lit. Whoever designed this, and I have no idea who it was, let's just say they need to go back to design school, because, how can I put it? I mean, it's okay, but putting it together was not intuitive, and it needed a bit more thought going into the design and where to put the various fasteners and so on. So I managed to put something on backwards, as I wasn't paying enough attention. Yeah, so that was that, and I needed to pay a little bit more attention to what I was doing. But yes, it all went together, and she'd made some measurements as to how much space she had, because she's living in a Parisian flat, well, an Ile-de-France flat, for which she's paying an absolute fortune. These things, you know, I think the garage is bigger. Well, not quite, but you know what I mean. My garage is, well, it's probably about double the size of my garage, her apartment. That's about it. Anyhow, she'd made some measurements, and what she'd forgotten is around the wall, there isn't a skirting board, but there's a 1 centimetre square strip of wood. Now, she'd measured it, and it was exact to the centimetre, but she hadn't taken this piece of wood into account. So consequently, it doesn't fit by 1 centimetre. Something went beep. Not too sure what it was. Anyhow, that was that. So that was my Saturday afternoon. And Sunday, if you looked at my last video, I was doing some work on programming, but I won't go into that again. Right, well, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully it'll be drier, but I doubt it. These lights still out. Oh dear.